Hello again, YouTubers. Just gonna make another video here. I made a couple upgrades here on my wheel. I made a whole different wheel so I could put more coils and generator coils around this thing so I could do some more experimenting. That's the one that was on my original wheel. I took the circuit all apart. That was it right there. I just took it all apart. There was 7 on there, but only 5 were firing. I accidentally blew 2 of them. So I made this thing here. This one's got 14 on it, 7 on each side. It's got 7 on this one and 7 on that one. Just like the book said, 130 feet, wire on each one, 3/4 inch center. Let's see if I can get a better close-up of this thing here. Zoom in. Probably hard to see it all, but 7 on each side. Got these little roach clips on there again. My buddy Casey come up with the idea here. Gotta say that he came up with the idea of these roach clips. They're fast. It's a solder mine. You can hurry up and just switch stuff out. It made it a lot freaking easier, man. But I put them everywhere. I was thinking about even putting them on the resistors because I always change resistors out, experimenting, and thinking about getting little sets to put on there so we could switch them out. I'm getting way more power out of this thing. Way more. I got the same wall warts that I was using as before. There's the 2 wall warts. And I got 2 400 volt capacitors. See it or not. That was 400 volts. Not very many microfarads. What the heck does that say? 220 microfarads. That ain't much. This other capacitor is 400. I don't want to touch it. I'll probably freaking make it explode. But it's a 400 volt also. I had a 250 volt on there, 200 volt, and I about blew 2 of them up. I came out and the bottom was all exploding out of the bottom, so I had to put a bigger one on there. And this little blue one here is 400 volts, and on the other one I was getting probably 200 some volts out of the big circuit I had out of that thing, big old monster I had. The other one single I had, I think it was just that little thing there. That was what was on there before. And I was only getting like 200, if that, out of that. And I'll measure these ones here now. I'm getting 400 plus out of these suckers, man. That's what these are charging up to. I'll see, I got a meter here. I'm going to set the camera up this time and I'll test those and I'll see what the readings are real quick. See if I can get it set up here. There, I was about to turn it. It's got a light on it. You guys can see that. Alright, see it a little bit. I'll test the blue one first here, see what we're getting out of that guy. 441. Damn it. It's weird, it's dropping. It drops when I hook this thing up to it. I guess this thing takes power out of it or something. Let's see what the other one is. Shit, I ain't gonna reach. Backlight shut off. Stay on there, sucker. $400. Now it's dropping. But that was a little bit more than what I was getting out of the other ones. Anyway, it's doing pretty good, I thought. I'm gonna add another one of these here. My buddy's got The exact same one. He got 2 of those. He gave me one. I'm gonna give him this one here. He's gonna give me the other one of those. I'm gonna add 14 more to that sucker that he gives me. 2 more big coils like this up here, and see if I can get some really good power out of that sucker then. I made this window motor wheel too over here. I bought the Rick Friedrich thing there. That's the one everybody's eye had for a while in this little box. I ordered that sucker. It took forever to get here, but it was worth the wait. It was a pretty cool little thing, man. I put those 2 coils on there, and that thing dances all over the place. It's wild. Puts out some really good power. But the magnets are only 1/16 of an inch thick. I was real surprised. So I made this thing here. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except I got these big old magnets right here. They're a 1/4 inch thick. They're the exact same as what comes in the kit. 2 inches by a 1/2 inch wide by a 1/4 inch thick. The ones in the kit are only a 1/16 of an inch. And I've got 6 of them on there. I've kind of made it out of some plexiglass real quick. It's wobbly as hell. It ain't nearly straight or anything. I just whipped it together, do some duct tape on it. But I'll turn it on here, and it goes pretty good. It's hooked up to this little tester thing I got. It's kind of what I use to do testing on. Again, my buddy came up with those roach clip things, and it's real easy to just clip everything on there, and you know, you can switch out coils. I use different wheels and coils, and just makes it way faster. But let me plug this thing in. You guys can see it run real quick. Hopefully soon going to add a 3rd coil to it, the 3rd circuit over there. It picks up speed as it goes, and then slow down a little bit and it picks up speed. It's kind of weird, but nearly as good as everybody's eyes, but I'll get there eventually, I hope. I bought some big old magnets to boot to shut this off. I bought some magnets a long time ago to make a motor. Here's a couple of them. 6 inch long magnets, an inch thick, 2 inches wide, but man, they're so freaking big and heavy. I couldn't come up with nothing. I'm gonna have to get some thin Neo magnets or something like everybody's eye and like these other window motor things use here. But this thing here was charging at like 2 something. It was going pretty good. It's only a 200 volt capacitor there, but up 12 volt wall wart. This coil here is a run and a trigger. This one over here was just a run. There's no trigger on that one. And that was one of the first times I tried that. It works really well. I didn't know you didn't need a trigger on every one. You can just use one trigger on one coil, and I'm pretty sure you could even just have one coil that's a trigger, and then a bunch of run coils are just single wires, but you don't have to have them all spooled on. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I think that's what I'm understanding there. But it's pretty neat that you just needed a single wire for a run coil, I mean. But just thought I'd share that there, buddy, and see my little homemade window motor. Alright, well, thanks for looking, everybody.